Hey everyone, it's Will, Gamer Dad, with another video for you. So of course, it is a new month, the month of June for many of you if you are international, and of course for us in North America, just the end of May. And hopefully your month and day has been going very well. Now that being said, as you know, with every new month, especially for WFS, we do have a new 7-day encounter, aka the Fateful encounter. However, this one's a little bit different than usual. Instead of having, I guess, 3 units that may be tied in with random kind of commonality, we have one specifically for the Eastern Continent special. And also, I want to give a shout out to one of my Patreon supporters, Frank Wilson. Thanks for your support. So the 3 units here are Odaha AS, Nakoko AS, and Yukino AS. And so let's go right into the Shiji Summon. And so obviously in tonight's episode of Shiji Summon, we'll discuss the 3 units in this particular banner. And if you haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. I also do, of course, have a Patreon account for those who want to support me this way. So right there, as usual, it is going to be 3 featured units. This one, they have listened to me. I hope they actually used my recommendations, and I'm going to say, if they did, thank you WFS for listening to my pleas or begging or whatever you want to call it. Now, even though I have no skin in the game, aka I'm not going to be summoning on any Fatefuls, being that I'm strictly free to play, it's nice to know that this particular one is guaranteed on the 10th pull, 1/3, 1/3, 1/3 of the 3 units. So regardless of how pulls 1 to 9 goes, whether or not you get a 5-star, 4.5, or the bot Rainbow Sister Knight special, you will get one of Nakoko AS, Odaha AS, or Yukino AS for the 10th pull as a guarantee. All the units are in here. All the newest ones, the older ones, and so on and so forth. The altars are all in here. I mean, if you want a 5-star, you got it. So the other special thing is it is 3 times maximum. So normally with Faithful Encounters, especially the 7 days, only 1 time. This one's 3 times. Now, quickly speaking, I don't have too much experience with AS Odaha, although currently I did pull her a while ago. And I use her in my back row because after every battle, she can regain 15% HP and MP to your team. And if you equip her with other kind of recovery kind of setups, very similar to how you would equip like the Ukwajis or other things like that, you can recover a fair bit more than that. And so don't really need to go into the details there, but to summarize it, anything that would increase her damage, and the special ones are of note. Obviously, there's Grasta that increases healing. There's also Bullseye Ore, as well as Rose with Thorns Ore. Those 2 are the ones that really help generate more recovery, or of course, more damage depending on who you're talking to. So make sure you do a setup like that. I think I've shown some of my earlier setups with Ukwaji. If you check out my fight with Aldo and Ukwaji versus the twins, you can see a more detailed setup there. Anyways, as an attacker, she does have a very high mod. However, her 3-turn attack is kind of locked in. And so as much as she has a ton of damage, and I believe one of her 2 special attacks can kind of heal, she is locked in for 3 moves, and so you're not able to kind of store up or guarantee a certain attack after an HP stopper, for example, or at the end of AF. But she has a ton of potential. She can do high level of Earth DPS, and so she is still a welcome addition to most people's team. And let's be honest, she likes cats. Okay, AS Nakoko, I've talked about her very much. I currently don't have her, however, when I do my upgrades, and yes, I will be doing that hopefully after pulling for the newest unit that will be coming out in a week or so. I will be putting her at the top of my list for a side grade. Really, really wanted her. She is broken as heck. I mean, the fact that she can change with Scintillating Spirit, I believe is her move, to your entire team to any element that's matches the elemental zone in play. I know it only lasts for 1 turn, but if you do it during the AF, you can have a full turn AF where it's the element of your choice. And of course, as long as you have her faster, acting first or second, you can have her change to everyone's element to that elemental zone again, and then your main DPS or other people will just land the fatal blows after HP stopper. Very, very powerful, not to mention all her other boosts and ability to debuff 50-50, dual debuff for that. Very powerful. And finally, AS Yukino. You've seen me use her. You've seen my 5-star review of her. Great, I would say, probably close to the #1 Pierce zone setter. I know that she has limitations in not being able to set zone when there's already a zone, but the fact that she has potential break, type shield, physical, and type resist down, yeah. And then among other abilities to boost and things like that, she also has shield that she can activate and recharge with 15 Pierce moves that can shield up to 5,000 damage for an entire turn, unlimited. Not bad at all as a unit. So, should you summon? Depends on how much money you have, because this is a paid banner. I would actually argue this is one of the better banners out there, especially if you don't have AS Nikoko or Yukino AS in any form. If you have Nikoko normal style or Yukino normal style, you technically can upgrade those or side grade those with 4 or 5 treatises. If you've seen my struggle with that, sometimes it takes a little bit longer to kind of get the treatises you want. And so if you plan to use stones to kind of use, like paid stones to side grade for yourself instead of waiting for the upgrade, it's up to you whether or not you want to do that. AS Otaha is not bad, but she is definitely not the prize in this pool of 3 units. And again, remember that it guarantees one of the 3 units. So really 2 out of 3 chance of getting broken units for your team depending on who you're looking for. Now, if you're only missing 1, and of that 1, I would say probably, I would prioritize Nikoko over AS Yukino, although they're both extremely good. Then you have to decide if you want to gamble 1 in 3 chance to get AS Nikoko, considering again that you don't have Nikoko in any form. I mean, it's a tough one. But I will say again, reiterate that thank you WFS for making it guaranteed 33.3% for each of the units. I hope all future Fateful 7 days should be like that. I mean, at the end of the day, you want your clientele to be happy, but more importantly, I'm sure you want to have more of us spend money on the game. And if the Faithfuls are more attractive, and especially if the people want the specific units, might as well make it 1 in 3 chance, guarantee it. They're not even the newest units out there, and so this is more like a catch-up banner for those who are missing them in A4, especially newer players who may have come in after these units were available. I believe Nikoko was kind of around Christmas time, and Yukino was a little bit before that, I think. Can't remember. AS Otaha is a fair bit older than that. Anyways, as for myself, of course, I will not be summoning. I actually have Otaha AS as well as Yukino in AS, and Nikoko AS. I do have 4 treatises already, so not bad at all. But let me know in the comments below what you think of the banner. Are you planning to pull in the banner, or do you have all the units? And in which case, you're just going to save your paid stones or your Heavens subscription ticket for a future banner. Anyways, it is June 1st in Japan, UTC time, of course, and we know that hopefully the next banner will be dropping in about a week or a week and a half, in which case we are going to be hoping and praying to the RNG deities in order to pull the unit we want and not go broke in the process. Anyways, another quiet week. I expect that no new updates during this week, and so feel free to buy your red and green keys. I will be doing that myself sometime this week, and waiting for the newest update or the newest chapter of the Apocrypha. Anyways, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.